Tony, I have two questions. One, it seems you've heard the term cui bono, who benefits from this? And what I took notes after listening to you was the criminals are benefiting, some government agencies are benefiting because their budgets are ballooning and they're fighting over the spoils. And it was recently on Capitol Hill, a Treasury Secretary, one of Geithner's underlings, testified to Congress that yes, the Mexican cartels are still laundering money through U.S. financial institutions. And so our banks are benefiting from this too. So you have a triumvirate of those three things. And I'm curious, does LEAP as a board think about that relative issue? I mean, I know that you have 50,000 members, but that's the top-down discussion. I have a question about bottom-up, and I want to hear about that. Your insight on that.
Well, bottom-up is kind of what we're doing right now. We're out talking in groups, such as yourselves, trying to do the education work. We consider ourselves an educational organization, just to enlighten people on what this is really all about and what's going on. Money, boy, there's a lot of money. For instance, marijuana. What do you think is really against marijuana the most?
Pharmaceuticals.
Pharmaceuticals, you got it right on the head. They spend billions of dollars every year at Capitol Hill with their people whispering into the ear of these guys. They will support you, will donate to your campaign. Don't legalize your stuff. In fact, pass more laws because we're trying to come up with marijuana type stuff that doesn't work. Sativex and those things. It's not marijuana. It's artificial stuff. Or if they do legalize marijuana, they want to be able to hand them, okay, here, you make it and sell it on a prescription basis or whatever. So there's a lot of money and it passes through hands in Congress. No one's incentivized Congress to say, let's take a hard look at this because it's so damaging. There's too much going on in Capitol Hill. Don't get me into politics.
So from the bottom-up effort, it's Cook County in Illinois, where Chicago is, decriminalized small possession of marijuana. And reportedly saved the court system $1 billion. And they probably included incarceration fees and so forth, cost of incarceration. Have you seen, is there any kind of like, in other words, where can it start in some of these counties? Does it start with the board of supervisors? Does it start with the sheriff? Instead of worrying about, let's get this law changed from the top down so we're all on the same page, can there be pockets of common sense? And have you guys seen any examples of that?
Well, that's how everything starts. The best example is not in this country. It's called Portugal. They decriminalize it. We don't really advocate decriminalization because it still involves a penalty process. Now, the penalty, you have to go and get help and successfully pass a rehab program. I can see that myself. In Portugal, over the last 10 years, they decriminalized it, and everything that people predicted, in essence, legalized and decriminalized drugs, did not happen. They had the lowest incidence of drug crime, the lowest incidence of drug addiction. They've reduced everything. It's been a huge success. You won't find any politicians in this country talking about Portugal. It's a shining star example of what would happen if you would change the policy.
So we need to hire some Portuguese consultants to come to our county and talk.
Maybe you should, yes. It might be a good idea.